Hey guys, Archieluxury channel. Hey guys, how are you? Oh my god, I've just been busy doing my taxation figures, and I gotta tell you, man, I've just been working on figures all last day or two. Phew. And I'm back in the saddle making this video here. Back in the saddle. Back in the saddle. So, what can I say, guys? It's all very good. I had a government goon who wrote to me and asked me to remove my video about the COVID Safe app. Yeah, that ain't gonna fucking happen. It's, yeah, government goons. The government goons. What can I say? What can I say? It's, I really want this COVID thing to get resolved here. I don't like to see mass unemployment and hopelessness. So, yeah, I've been a little bit down this morning. I got to be honest with you. I got to be totally honest with you. I've been a bit disappointed. Yeah, I've been a bit disappointed with a number of things there. It's we're starting to reboot. Australia hasn't been as badly affected, but they reboot Thailand, and no social distancing. It's terrible. Mr. C, thank you so much there. $2. Hi Arch, if God was just aliens, who is the aliens God? That, my friend, is the question. That is the question. Yep, I'm glad you liked the video. Yes, indeed there. That was a good video. I enjoyed producing it. I did. That was a great video. I don't know what to say there. It's pretty nasty stuff. It's very safe. It's very nasty indeed. It's really nasty. That's the way it goes, man. This is the reality. And okay, here we go. Tanzil, $5. I bit my lip last night too. I bit my lip. Here, I bit my lip. I was eating stir fry and ow! Fuck! Bummer. Tanzil, $5. Gondola or Ellipse? Which is more iconic? Will Clivers ever get one? Gondola or Ellipse? The Ellipse was the oblong sort of watch. Came out in the late 60s. The Gondola is a rectangular sort of watch. I'd rather go with the Gondola. Mind you, I like the Ellipse. I do like it. I like it. And I've got an Ellipse cap to go with it, man. Hey, man. It's an Ellipse cap. I'm wearing my Herman Shows shirt, and it just goes with it. Ellipse, man. From Collectability. Tommy D, $15. Hey Arch, have you seen the Ice Storm? If not, it's my pleasure to recommend it to you. Subplot about 70s swingers with a very sexual Sigourney Weaver and excellent Calvin Klein. Watch the trailer. Ice Storm. Wow, I'd like a bit of 70s swingers. Yeah, I could actually. I like a bit of 70s swing, 70s bush. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. I could certainly do that. I could. Ice Storm. Let me have a look at that. Ice Storm. I'll just see if I can. Ice Storm, the movie. When a self-centered husband's relationship with his wife and mistress grow cold, it takes a wife-swapping key party. Okay. 70s. Ice Storm trailer. That was... Okay. Oh, it's an old movie. Ice Storm. Ice Storm. Yep, yep. Okay, fair enough. So, let me get back into the channel here. I was just uploading a video onto Elite Broadcasting, how the government wanted me to pull down my video about the app. Okie dokie, that's been uploaded. Now, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's get these. Let's get a couple invites out to the audience there. Let's get a few. Any invites to the treacherous snakes. Treacherous snakes. Let's get this out. Let's get the invites out now. A little bit flat today. I got to be honest with you. I am a bit flat. I'm a little bit down. I've been working on my taxes, putting my figures together. It's never super easy, you know. It's never easy. Okay, I've just sent the invite out. Okay, Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle, here we go. Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle. $5. I saw a yellow gold date just. Very unusual thoughts. I saw a yellow gold date just. Oh, yes, yes, yes. The funny thing is the day dates. Most people, when they went yellow gold, went for day dates. Yes, yes. Totally agree. Someone just texted me and said, are the figures up now that we're in lockdown? No, most people watch my videos when they're at work. Yep, because the wife doesn't like them watching this. So I'm down. My figures are down, baby, down. Do you like the blue? Matches my shirt. Herman So's shirt with a collectability cap from... I love it. I love it. Look at that. That's an Ellipse. That's the Ellipse. With the special Patek blue gold. Yes, very cool indeed there. Guys, I just want to say to you, I honestly, Datejust in gold, what do I think? They've always been harder to sell. Normally the Datejust didn't have the presidential bracelet. Mind you, the early ones you could get it. And the first president bracelet actually went on to a Datejust, but that's another story. The thing is this, I've got to tell you honestly, I would seriously say to you that copy. I'm just sending my link to the guys here. Here we go. Here we go. Live streaming. Live streaming now. Okay, we've done it. Okay, so I got to be totally honest with you there. I got to be honest with you guys. I really do want to, I got to be honest with you. This is a tough business. It's very tough business. The YouTube. It's all tough. It's very tough. Tan Zeal, $5. Which Breitling Navi timer is best? ETA, B1, blue dial, bracelet or strap? I got to tell you, I would say B1. You don't want the Valjoux 7750 movement. That's passe. Blue dial, I like black dials. Blue or black is fine. And bracelet or strap, always go for the bracelet in my opinion. Always go for the bracelet. I owned a old Navi Timer 2, which was a 7750 movement one. I quite enjoyed it. You know, one thing about a Breitling is it's very blingy, and I actually enjoyed it. And I sold it. I sold it to pay for my Calatrava, the 5107. Even though I had an inheritance, it was so much money. I couldn't, but it was $12,250 in 2009. That was so much money to me at the time. Fuck. It's funny, isn't it? Like that was so much money to me. Now you think, what's 12,000 US dollars? It's a Rolex Sports, really, isn't it? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But that is the way the world is. You know what I mean? That's the way world is. So I would seriously just say to you, man, you just got to try your best. That's all any of us can do, is try our best and see how we go. Nobody's coming. That's okay, man. You know, none of you guys, they don't have to come online. I don't mind these 30-minute shows. I can chat a bit and talk. The Navi timers, I got to tell you, I've got a soft spot for them. They're iconic. The problem with Breitling is, of course, is the fact that they fucking... Breitling, the problem with Breitling is that they have sold out. They were sold... The investment bankers own them. What do you want? What do you want from investment bankers? Hey? It's very tough. It's very tough. By the way, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the 5127 today. That's kind of my tribute to the 5107 I had in the past. I love that watch. Patek makes me happy. It does make me happy. Yes, it makes me very, 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 very happy. Archie looks like Mike Moore with that hat. I love Mike Moore. I love Mike Moore. Here we go here. Itchabud NYX, $2. Feeling relaxed after quality time with new lingerie. Yes! And if you want to see the lingerie pictures, why don't you go to my Instagram account? Yes, my Instagram account. You can see it all. It's on Instagram, Archieluxury88. Archieluxury88. Go and take a look, guys. Go and take a look. I've got the pictures there on my feed. Archieluxury88. And let's just take a quick screen share now. Let's take a look. Archieluxury88. This is, you sign up. Go and please follow me on Instagram. Look at this. This is my account. Look at this, guys. Look, this is my Instagram account. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what pictures I've posted here. And I've even got pictures of da-da-da-da. I got pictures of lingerie. Look at that. Lingerie, baby. Yes, it's all here. Look, lingerie. I did some screenshots. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I got hundreds of photos. Look at the shoes. I've got Pateks, all sorts of stuff here on. Look at this. It's all here. Look, guys. Look. It's go to my. Please go and follow me on Instagram. Instagram. That's right, guys. Archieluxury88. Please follow me on Instagram. Please follow me. Okay. Here we go. Now let's have a look here. Tanzil, $5. Cartier Santos or Tank. If you were Archieluxury circa 2012, not the one today that think it's a fashion brand. Look, I would say if you're going to get a Tank, it's got to be the 18 karat Louis Cartier. Okay, none of this fucking Tank Solo. That's kind of, Tank Solo is where Musty Cartier used to be. The Santos, I quite like the Santos, but I want the original. I don't want the extra large one, the modern one. I want the 70s or 80s, 90s. I think the 90s Santos. And I've owned a few. I actually have owned a few Cartier Santoses in my time. Yes, and a few Tanks. Yes, I have. So what would I prefer? A Louis Cartier Tank, definitely. Howdy from Texas, $2. Time to look for a luxury hairpiece. Rooted comb over. Hashtag. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And howdy to Blue Shirt Buddy. Howdy from Texas. Blue Shirt, I want you to get back into the economy. I love you, Blue Shirt. Chad Kane, $2. Solo show better. You started channel alone. Yeah, I'm quite happy to do the solo shows. I quite like them. I like them. I like to do a solo show because, you know, there's sometimes it gets a bit over bombarded by egos and stuff like that. I quite enjoy doing a show. I do like these shows. I do. So yeah, I'm happy to do a show. No problemo. No problemo. Ah, lovely. Blue Shirt Buddha. I love you, Pontiff. I love the Blue Shirt Buddha. He's cool. He's cool, man. He's been a great fan. I love him to death. It's all good. Let's bring up my Instagram account again. So, guys, I'd like you to go and follow me on Instagram. And look at this photo here. I like this. I'm doing arty-farty photos. That's what I like to do, is arty-farty photos. Have a look at this. Arty-farty lingerie wristwatches. Look at this, guys. I love, look at this. This is a beautiful shot. Look at, I've arranged, look, Louboutins in the background, Ferragamos, LVs, and Honey Burdette lingerie, and roses. Look at that, guys. I'd like a Japanese girl to go with that. Of course I would. What do you think? I'm trying to get the lingerie shots done, very tastefully done. That's what I like to do. Photography. That's what I like to do, is get some photography done. I want to get photography. I like classy sort of shots. That's what I like there. So guys, subscribe to me. Oh, fuck, Archie. That's before weight loss, I think. A reboot! Reboot. So, okay, now we got the Tan Zeal. The Tan Zeal. Here we go. Tan Zeal. I love you, Blue Shirt Buddha. I love you too, man. Blue Shirt Buddha's cool. Tan Zeal, $5. AC3, Porsche 924 and 944 prices are quite affordable in the Brisbane area. Pull the trigger, big boy. Pull the trigger. You know, I would love a 924 Martini. The Martini edition. That's what I would really love. I would really love that. I got to tell you myself there, guys. I would love that. And we got Fella, $2. Could someone turn VC around like JCB did with, that's Claude Bieber did with Blank Pan? No, VC is orientated on the Chinese market. They don't want us Westerners. They want Chinese punters. Okay? That's the truth. They don't want us Westies. They want Chinese punters. Ant G, $2. Franks and Beans. Franks and Beans. Thank you. Ant G. Very cool. Yankee Doodle, $5. I've come to the conclusion that the Speedy at 42mm is too big. Looking to trade it for a Breguet Transatlantic. The other thing you could do is you could trade it for a Speedy first Amiga in space. The Amiga first Amiga in space, because that's exactly, yeah, I tend to, but you got to remember it's 42mm, but it looks smaller because they made it in the 50s to be smaller. They had the fins, everything to reduce the girth of the watch. I think it wears like a 40. I think it wears like a 40, Yankee. So I got to tell you, man, what else can I say to you there, man? I've had my ups and downs and stuff like that, but it's difficult, you know. It's very difficult. YouTube is hard, okay? Believe you me, it's hard, very hard. It's really hard. YouTube is difficult. YouTube is difficult. Don't like the first Amiga in space. Shit, Yankee, why not? Get the Breakster. Get the Breakster. Yankee Doodle. Sorry. Tan Zeal, $5. I heard the rodent invented the Christ wristwatch. Check. And during a phone call in 2013, he referred to the moon watch as the man on the fucking moon. Hey, I got a call here. Just hang on. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Hello? 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 I think it's someone dialed me by mistake, I'm afraid. Trunk dialing. Trunk dialing. That's okay, man. You only can try your best. You know this? You can only try your best. That's all any of us can do is try our best. There's nothing more in life we can do. Okay. That sounds great. Here we go. So, yeah, that's look, I kinda, yeah. Hugh Janus, $2. How are the carpet beaters? Healthy and COVID free. Yes. COVID beetles, yes. Carpet beetles! The carpet beetles, yes. I gotta tell you guys, I really do appreciate you guys coming on here and supporting me. I've been a little bit down late. I'm getting my taxes done. Death and taxes, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. I still got... I just gotta... yeah, I'm getting it done. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Laugh out loud. Rich Buddy, laugh out loud. I think it's a Paddock Nautilus cufflink hat. Ha ha ha. Nice one, Rich Buddy. And there's Sovron. Hello, Sovron. I'd love to get him on. Ah, fuck, I forgot to get Sovron on. Shit, I haven't been sending that to Sovron. What's his fucking email address? I can't remember. What is it? Sovron. He's a good guy, Sovron. Oh, fuck. Where is it? Where is it? Here he is. I'm just sending it to him now. Sovron, I just sent you a link. You can jump on. You can come on, Sovron. Sovron, come on. Come on, have a chat with me. I love Sovron. He's cool. He's very cool. Sovron's cool. I forgot to send you a link. Sovron, come on. Come on, Sovron. He's a cool guy. I love Sovron. I love Sovron. What else is going on? I bit my lip. I bit my lip last night. I bit my lip. Sovron, Bob and Neil. Hello, Mr. Clyde. Yeah, that's okay, man. I like sometimes these shows. I love Sovron. Sovron's cool. I miss him. G'day, Art. Sovron, hey, man. I love you. I love you. Arthur. Arthur Protect Safe. Now, Arthur, this is the guy who I bought my 5196 from. And I tell you what, man, Arthur, I am trying my best to pay you back. So I had a bit of money came in from Patreon yesterday. I'm down to $1,700 US. I am so proud. I'm trying my best, Arthur, to get money to you. Arthur's in New York, which is a, you know, difficult place at the moment. I thought the best thing I could do for Arthur is get money to him. Get money to him. And that's what I tried to do. Arthur's a good guy. He's a very cool guy. He gave me credit, for fuck's sake. Arthur gave me credit. He gave me credit. I mean, who the fuck gives me credit? I'd never ripped the guy off because he was so cool. So I paid him. I'll tell you what I paid him. I paid him. How much did I fucking pay him? I paid him a lot of money in April. I paid him a lot of money. I paid him over I paid him a lot of money. I paid him so much money because he's stuck in New York, and I gotta help you, Arthur. Hello, Sovereign.
Good morning, Archie. How do you do?
Hey, I'm okay. Arthur's in the audience. He's the man who sold me my 5196 on credit. He gave me credit.
Is that King Arthur?
Yes, certainly. He's in New York, but I've tried to increase the payments on that watch. So I paid 13.5 plus shipping. I'm down to 1,700 US.
Did the government sting you for GST, 10%?
I got yes. I had to pay customs import duty. Yep. Of course. That's the cost of doing business. That's okay. That's just how it is. That's just how it goes. So I got to tell you, Arthur.
Did it get caught in customs and you had to pay demurrage, or just straight through and pay the GST?
No, they rang me and said if you don't pay, you won't be getting the watch.
I got some wire wheels sent from America.
Yes.
Some Dunlop wire wheels, and
yes.
One of them came straight through, and 3 of them got caught in customs.
Oh, fuck.
And they were for a Triumph Herald at the time. It was 1959 Triumph Herald, and the wire wheels were, 50 years old at the time, and the customs officer tried to ping me for sales tax. This is before GST, because he said they were brand new. So I had to go into an interview, and he had to stick his finger in the spline and see if there's any grease on it to see whether it was second hand.
And what happened?
It's pretty easy to ascertain whether a wire wheel is 50 years of age.
Did he apologise to you or not?
No, they're just snaky because they didn't get the cash.
A Triumph Herald. I don't know if you remember. There was a documentary about Brisbane in the 1960s.
Yes. There was one made for Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne. Bloke was driving a little blue Triumph Herald. Yeah.
Yes, Triumph Herald. Fucking horrible car, to be completely frank with you. I'm sorry. I know. What?
There was an interesting. The Triumph Herald came in different guises. So there was the sedan. There was the coupe, which had a removable hardtop.
Yes.
There was also a soft top, and of course the Triumph Herald was exactly the same car as a Spitfire. So it was the same chassis, same engine, same suspension, just a different body on it. So
the Triumph. The interesting thing is, I find with these Pommy cars there, that they were a very upper middle class car. Triumph Herald, you needed to be somebody to have a Triumph, don't you think? They weren't a poor man's car.
No, they were mid range. They were middle class.
Like a vet would drive a Triumph Herald. You wouldn't be working class, would you? You wouldn't be a working class guy on the tools.
No. Triumph was always, even when they disappeared, you were, sometimes they were lower upper class, for the TRs and all that type of thing.
Yeah, they were upper middle class car, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
The MG was probably a little bit downscaled to the Triumph, or you disagree with that?
MG were just so hugely popular. They never made a good car, but they made a popular car.
I like the MGAs.
The MGA was the prettiest one of the lot. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The MGA had twin fan.
The rubber nose.
The MGA Mark 1 was the prettiest, and it started to get a bit ugly by the time the Mark 2 came.
What about the rubber nose, MGB rubber nose in the 80s?
They were never imported to Australia. Each one of those actually came in as a grey market import.
Oh, we never had the rubber noses.
No, there was never imported by British Leyland into Australia.
British Leyland. Ooh, that's evil. British Leyland was evil. You know what pisses me off is the fact that the unions, the teachers' union, won't go back to work, right?
Well, years 11 and 12 and prep and year 1 are going back next week.
Yeah, that's the unions for you. But the reality is they should be opening schools to get this economy going again. What happens if the nurses' union said, we're scared of COVID, we're not going to treat patients with COVID? What would happen then?
Yeah, well, what I find interesting is that you've got to drop your preppy or your year 1 off and you're not allowed to go inside the school gate. trying to drop a 4 or 5 year old child off without holding their hand and take them into their classroom is going to be a big ask.
It's fucking ridiculous, okay?
G'day, Tanzeel. How are you?
But I got to tell you, man, it's. I just want to say thank you to Arthur. I'm trying my best to get money to him ASAP.
Oh, that's nice what you said, Archie. Yes, you said maybe the COVID was going to get him, and you wouldn't have to make the extra repayments.
I try to help him out in case he's stuck. You know what I mean? I mean, in this time of need, I can only imagine how bad it is in New York. Hugh Janus, $2, looking to buy a bat habitats biz. Good idea. A bat habitat biz. Good idea, Hugh Janus. You go for it. But I'm trying to help him out. I thought the best way I could help him out was speed up my payments. Okay?
Good on you, What about your dad? You paid your dad back yet, Archie?
Actually, I'm down to $250 with my dad.
Well, the quicker you can pay it back, the more you can borrow off him.
Exactly. He's okay. You know what? Me and you, our fathers are very similar. You know, you hit it on the head. My dad had the BMW. I drove it once. He let me drive it once. You know? The only time I drove his Mercedes, and I would have loved if he said, hey, Paul, take the Mercedes for the weekend. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know me, Sobron. I love cars.
That's why I let you drive the Roadster, Archie, because your old man wouldn't let you drive his Mercedes.
The only time I drove his Mercedes was when he had to take it to the garage and he had to take 2 cars. So I managed to get a drive out of one of them. I said to him, please, let me take it in for servicing. I'll do it. I just love Mercedes. Before he sold his grey one, he could have said to me, hey, Arch, why don't you have it for the weekend? I would have fucking loved that car. You know, I love that. You know the grey one he had?
Yeah.
It's featured in some of my videos. He never said to me, hey, Arch, why don't you take it for the weekend?
That's the one you reverse out the driveway with.
Yeah, I love that car. I loved that car. It had real leather as well. Didn't have this fucking, fake artificial cow. This was a real... By the way, did you see that video on the Mercedes? I didn't. Did you see there was a 450 SL with 10,000 miles? Did you see that video?
No, I did not.
In Inca red. It's in Inca red. That's the orangey red. I'll send it to you, okay?
Okay.
So tell me this, Sovron. How are you going? Are you starting to be happier now? Or when's business? When are you rebooting the cinema?
When the government says so.
They haven't said anything yet?
No, they have not. Probably looking at July, August, to be realistic.
What do you think of this if we start Australia and New Zealand? We can fly to New Zealand. Is that a good idea?
Hang on, Super Chat Archie, Hugh Janus.
Hugh Janus, $5. Sovron, I dropped the toddlers off by a parachute. People thought I was crazy. I am a trendsetter. That is now considered COVID-friendly behavior. Thank you, Huge Anus. I can't wait for your cinema to open up again, Sovron.
It's been 6 weeks now.
Any good movies on?
The cinema? No. Well, it's one thing opening up your cinema, there's another thing having product to put in it. None of these studios or film distributors are really going to get too excited about putting any big product out in the early days. They're going to wait for more of it to test the waters, settle down, see how it goes. So that's the interesting thing.
I see. Tell me this, Sovron. You could always run the Archieluxury, the movie, if you're really desperate. Oh, you can keep the takings for yourself.
Yeah, but I need to pull the seats out and put nasty vinyl ones in.
Ha 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 ha! Hey man, tell me this. Have you looked at that Mercedes book I gave you?
Yes, I have.
Did you like it or not?
Well, you didn't sign it, Archie. You're supposed to sign it.
So, you like it or not?
Of course I do. The only trouble is it doesn't spend a lot of time on the 107. There's only a couple of pages dedicated to it. So yeah.
No, I understand. But it's still a cool book.
Oh yes, absolutely, yes.
Tell me
The only
this.
trouble is it's an American book, so
Yeah,
of
left
course
hand.
different countries used to have different trim levels and different radios and different knobs and positions and places due
Well,
to
things are so rare.
Australian
Anything
design
on,
models.
on, on, on that model, you'd have to just grab. Anything.
Mm.
But tell me this, seriously. Any more classic cars? What's going to happen to classic car prices? Do you think they're going to fall or hold? What's your prediction?
That is that's a tough one. People who own classic cars traditionally usually have
Mm.
multiple amounts of them and have lots of money to play with them, and they'll just be able to ride it out. So I can't see it happening. Probably just like the Rolexes, the super hyped models may temper a little bit.
Tell me
And
this. You know me well, right?
I know you. I don't know you well.
What do you think would be a good entry-level classic for me to start with?
Well, what do you want? German? Do you want English? Do you want Australian?
I want something that works, okay? It has to be German. Forget that pommy shit.
German.
Like, I'm
What about
thinking
an
a
Ampicar?
W123. What about a W123?
An Ampicar.
Oh, an MP car?
An Ampicar. They were German, made in the 60s.
Yeah, like you drive them into the river.
Yeah, that's the ones. Yeah, that'd suit you
Yeah.
perfectly, Arch.
What do you think of a W123?
No, I'm just trying to think. I think what would suit you would probably be something Australian, Archie. Probably like a Monaro LE, an HQ LE.
They're expensive. You know this?
But they work though. They yeah.
What about a W123? What do you think of a W123?
What, the diesel?
No, 230E.
It's got to be start with an E or an S, right?
Well, 230E's okay, isn't it, or not?
Yeah, but back in those days, there was really only three classes of Mercedes. So yeah.
Well, you had the E class, the S class, and the SL.
That's it. And most of the models ran for like 10 years. So yeah, things are changing.
Yeah, did you ever like the W123s?
No, not really.
No, okay. Yeah, you're a hard man to please.
The two-door hardtop was probably the nicest one, but that was
this is CE.
Yes, and they had a multi-valve twin cam engine in it, which was quite nice. That was probably the pick of the bunch.
Have you ever dealt with Conroy motors? You know Conroy?
Are they the ones on Ipswich Road?
They used to be, yeah.
No, I haven't bought anything off them. Briggs used to buy off Briggs a fair bit, but not John Conroy.
Oh, what did you buy off Briggsy?
I bought a Daimler off Briggsy. You know, when he was at the roundabout of the valley?
Yeah. Where's he now?
Oh, gone, retired, I believe.
And there was Mickle John Motors. You remember Mickle John Motors?
Yes, I do.
You know who that is, don't you?
That was a relation to the girl on the TV, Donna Micklejohn.
No, Anthony Lapalio.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah, Anthony Lapalio's from Brisbane. You know that?
Hugh Janus, there you go, super chat.
Here we go, Hugh Janus, $2, Holden Gemini. Okay, 4 entry level, including fluffy dice. And I want the 2-door with green. Kermit the Frog green. You know who used to have a Holden Gemini? That was the guy from Countdown, Molly Meldrum.
Molly Meldrum.
He had a Rolls Royce. I don't know if you know that. Did you know he had a Rolls Royce?
They had a 2-door Gemini. They had a 2-door Gemini, little Isuzu. They were only a modest little car, but they sounded, the engine always sounded nice when it was straight pipe.
Much better than the fucking rubbish that they were getting from Pommy Land. You know, the old Geminis, the Tiranas were just Vauxhalls. You know that, don't you?
Well, the Tirana was a continuation of the Vauxhall Viva.
Hmm. That was never a great car.
I had a Tirana. First car was a Tirana.
The
I had
5000
the
SLR is the
70.
one to have. You know that.
I had the Tirana SS 2-door hatchback.
Wow.
308 V8. Yeah, that was my first car.
You must have thought you were hot shit.
Oh well, it always went round corners sideways, and you ended up pointing the same direction you came from. God, it was an unruly car. Oh.
Watch for it. $5. BMW E9 or W123. E9. E9. What do you think?
E9. Yeah.
You
Got a
like the
couple of Super
E9?
Chips
That's the
Archie.
Batmobile. You know that the Batmobile was an E9, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mr.
No,
C
2002.
one. Sorry.
2002
E9.
was my favorite little BMW.
Oh yes. Mr. C $1 and Yankee Doodle. You missed my super chat. And what does Sovereign drive? Oh, Mr. C. That was Yankee Doodle. Hang on there. We'll find it. We don't miss anything here. Well, what does Sovereign drive? Sovereign drives. He's got a Mercedes 107 SL. He's got a Mark II Jaguar, which is featured on the Archieluxury channel, and you've also got a Sovereign, don't you?
Series 3 Sovereign V12, yes.
The 66.
The Twin 6, yeah.
That's the 5.3 litre motor.
5.3, yes. The Series 3 continued when the XJ40 came out in about 86. The Series 3 continued all the way through to 1991 as the flagship of the range. So, yes, they were selling the older style body for another 5 years.
Which the Series 3 is the pick of those XJs. That is the best.
Yes, that was the end of the line. The one, yeah.
Like the XJ40, it was quite. I actually liked it in the day. I thought it was very modern.
To tell you the truth, I drive a Ford Ranger. You pick up for you guys in the
States. Please don't admit that. Don't admit that. Please don't admit
well,
that. Okay.
Come on. You have to drive that to pick up the parts for all the old cars, you know.
Yes. The thing is with the Jag, do you know John Suckerhorn's got an XJ40?
Yeah, I saw it in one of the videos. They were trying to ping him at the airport.
Yeah,
that's to pick you up.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that's yeah. I like the XJ40s. They had an aluminum engine. I don't know if you know that. You couldn't get.
I had the XJ40 Daimler in a 3.6. So,
yeah, that engine wasn't great. It only went to about 200,000. Then it was very smoky.
Oh, no, I had a very good run with mine. I had no issues whatsoever. I sold my BMW 320i convertible to get the Daimler, and I sold the world's most reliable car, which was a piece of shit for me, for the world's most unreliable car, which was bulletproof for me. So, yeah, I had it in there.
Chad Kane, $2. My pops had the 560 SL Mercedes 1988. The 560, that was the special. That only came to certain countries. Australia got it.
Yes.
I think Japan got it as well.
Mercedes, yeah.
You know they had a 420 SL as well. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
It's you know, Joe Bjelke Peterson had a 300 SEL.
And a Jaguar.
What was the Jag?
If you have a look, a Series 2 Jag, if you have a look at when they opened up the Southeast Freeway in Brisbane, there's a picture of Joe going across the Captain Cook Bridge in his Jag with the police escort.
Beautiful. A dude apart, $2. BMW 2002. Yeah, most of them have rusted out, mind you. What's
Ronnie got in his cars?
Sorry?
What's Ronnie got in his cars now?
I think he's sold a few off to pay for the big house he bought. Watch for it, $5. Bring up vintage BMW 3, fuckers. We can do that. I can do that. That's no problem.
Tell you what is cheap now on BMWs, and that's those big 750 coupes. They were 150 odd thousand at the time, and they're selling now for peanuts.
I like one of these in E3. Remember the BMW E3? Did you like those? They're like a 7 Series. I really love
Yeah.
those. Did you know those, don't you, or not?
Hmm. Yes.
You know who had one?
Who?
Um, Kennedy. Kennedy's wife. Jackie Kennedy had a BMW 3.
Mm.
Beautiful car. I love those. I think they were really, I'll call it up, Jackie. Here we go. That's Jackie Kennedy's one. Look, Jackie Kennedy Onassis, 1974 BMW 3S. I quite like it because she could have had any car in the world. Onassis bought that for her. She could have had any car she wanted. She wanted the BMW. They had the ugly bumpers in America, don't you think?
Oh, they had I think it was a 5 mile per hour crash test that you had to have you couldn't enter body panel with it was either 3 or 5 mile per hour crash test.
Look at this is
And
beautiful.
a
Look at
lot of the
this. Look at
cars in the
this.
70s, 80s, and 90s were ugly. They also had a law where you couldn't have H4 headlights. You had to have replaceable high beam headlights. So there's
I
some
see.
strange laws. So you see a lot of Mercedes and Jaguars that had their traditional headlights taken out and had seal beams put into it.
I love these BMW 7 Series. They were fucking mega money
Yeah.
in the day, don't you
I
think?
but tell you, look, after my experience with owning one, I fell out of love with the brand.
Oh, you hated the brand.
Well, it hated me. I loved the brand. I bought the car, but the car just hated me. Just pissed all over me. So I just, yeah.
Well, because I always thought the BMW. I used to like. This is an E20. I used to like that shape. That shape was pretty cool.
Mm.
Remember these were beautiful. E32. Remember those in the day? They
7
were.
Series.
You
Yes.
had to be rich to have one of those, don't you think?
Well, you rarely see an S class now, and you rarely see a 7 Series because no one can afford
No, because they've all gone to SUVs.
them. Mm.
The whole market has changed. It's gone to
Oh,
SUVs
those
now.
SUVs are ugly. Oh, the Jaguar SUVs,
Real
the
rich
Rolls
people
Royce
used to have a car like this.
SUVs.
These 7 Series were amazing. I wanted one, didn't
I
you?
saw a Bentley SUV the other day on the road in the flesh, and oh god, it was uglier than a witch's left tit. Oh god, it was hideous.
Yes. Look at this. 7 Series. Beautiful, clean example.
And if you've got enough
Ronnie
money to buy a
Ronnie
brand
had
new
one of
Jaguar,
these. Ronnie had one of
yeah,
these. You know that? Like this. I've been in it. I've been in it. I reckon the most beautiful 7 Series was the next model that came out. This model here. And then they had fucking
Ronnie's gone
Chris.
retro with his cars, though. He doesn't like the new ones now. He's only got the old ones.
Yes, that's correct. That's a good
Mm,
move, don't you think?
true.
Malik Diamond. Archie, do you ever check out bringatrailer.com? Yeah, well, look, that's American, American. I yeah, I do like that. Bring a trailer.
Discount the 2CV. Yes, the 2 Chevelle Vepeur 2 horsepower Citroen 2CV. The French Beetle. Good car.
Yes. Um, are you a Rolls Royce fan, Sovron? You must be.
No, no, I'm not. No.
What? You never liked rollers?
Oh, could never fit in one, to tell you the truth. Not much headroom. I actually had an opportunity to sit in a Silver Spur once, and just
Yeah.
head was rubbing. I'm 6'4", so yeah, not a lot of headroom.
Jesus. Okay. Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, which current luxury car has the most character? Current. I don't think anything current has any character. What do you reckon, Sovron?
That's pretty true. Is very yeah, character to me. Well, when you see an ad on the TV now, they're too much trying to sell you a lifestyle or an image rather than tell you about the car or what engine it has or what
Yeah.
gearbox it has or what performance. It's all about selling a lifestyle. So yeah, that's why Ronnie only goes to basically vintage cars now, not vintage, classic rather. No new car has any character.
I totally agree with you. They're all plastic, you know.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, you don't see many 15 or 20-year-old Benzes now, do you? On the road.
Well, that's my son's looking for his first new car, and he was lamenting that when I was a young man, I had an opportunity to buy plenty of cars with character,
Yeah.
for a reasonable price, and now everything's just bread and
Tell
butter.
him to buy a Corolla. They go forever.
Mm.
Does he want reliable, or what does he want?
Oh, well, when I was in his age, I could get a Subaru Vortex, so that was a pretty interesting car at the time.
Yes, they went like the clappers, but in his case, tell him to get a Corolla, okay?
The trouble is, Australia always got the poverty version, though. Overseas, they were all flat six turbocharged 4-wheel drive. In
You remember
Australia,
the
they just straight up.
SUX sucks? You know that weird 90s Subaru they had?
Oh, they came out of the Vortex. That's the one that had the roll-down glass window within the glass window.
Yes.
Yeah, it had like the pilot's glass window in it.
Yeah, it was fucking
car.
weird.
Mind you, but they went from such a flying wedge shape to a sort of more of aircraft shape.
You have to be a lesbian to have a Subaru, don't you?
I don't think so. Well, I drove Subarus in the 80s.
What were they called? What were they called? They were the.
They were not.
What was that?
Leone.
The,
Subaru Leone.
No. What was that fucking weird one? What was it? VU? You know that one? The supercar. Subaru. You know the supercar. They were so expensive in the day. Remember the Subaru?
Yeah, they were about. Yeah, they 70,000 when they came out.
What were they? What were they called? Fuck, what were they called? I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. What are they called? Those other ones.
It came out in the
90s.
late 80s or early 90s, I think. The prototype came out in the 80s and it came out in the 90s.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it was a 2-door car. They had the window, the driver's window was nuts on it. It only had
this is it here. This is it. This is it. SVX. That's right. So not SUX. SVX. Subaru SVX.
Have a look
there
at the driver's window.
Look at that. They were fucking weird, don't you think?
Yeah,
no lesbians. No
window.
Lesbians need apply. What do you think, Subaru?
Well, when I was driving them in the 80s, they were very agricultural sounding, and before they came out with the WRXs and all those performance models, so they were a misunderstood car in the 80s. They were selling very economical in Australia because of their 4-wheel drive system. They dodged the sales tax because they came in as a commercial vehicle as a 4-wheel drive. They dodged a lot of sales tax, so that's why they could always sell a lot cheaper.
Watch for it. $5. Should I trade my 2002 Carrera 4S for a paddock? You betcha. Pull the trigger, big boy. Definitely. Definitely.
What type of paddock?
Yeah. That's a good question. I got to tell you, Sovron, you don't like the lifestyle. What's the lifestyle they try and sell you? Credit card, debt, and consumer. You into consumerism, Sovron?
Oh, everyone is when they're a young man. By the time you hit 40, 50, you're pretty much out of consumerism. And no, you have what you want rather than what you're told what you should have.
Yes. I got to tell you, in my day growing up, your whole worth, you needed a car. That was such a part of your identity, don't you think?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's Rich Buddy. G'day, Rich Buddy. Rich
Buddy's father. Buddy. Hey, Rich Buddy.
Rich Buddy, your dad was a motion picture exhibitor, you were saying before.
It's
pretty much what you said that.
Yeah, you're right. I love I gotta tell you, man. You never had a Triumph? One of the staff who works for Ronnie has got a TR7.
Yeah, I had a Triumph. I had 2 Triumphs. I had the Triumph Stag and the Triumph Herald Coupe.
one of the staff that works at Ronnie has a TR7. You know the TR7? That's the one that killed Triumph.
Yeah, one of my school teachers back in 1978 won the Golden Casket 80,000 and bought himself a Triumph TR7.
Oh, you're joking.
We used to park it down on the oval, and we all used to go and spit on it.
That would have been an expensive car in the day for him.
Yes, it would. Oh, but he won 80,000 in the Golden Casket, and winning 80,000 back then was equivalent of what, buying 2 houses. So it was equivalent to
$1 million.
$1 million. Yes.
And did it change him?
Oh no, we used to call him Wolfman because he had this big beard and he was a pretty hairy dude. So
yes.
No one liked him. Yeah.
What school was this?
Corinda.
Oh, you went to Corinda State?
Yes, I did.
I thought you went to a private school with that smooth voice of yours.
No, I went to both, Archie. Unfortunately, in the 70s, in the motion picture industry hit the skids with the advent of colour TV and VCR, so there was nothing left of private school fancy fees, so straight to Corinda State High.
But is there anything wrong with... I went to a state school. I'm proud to have gone to state schools.
Oh, no, I enjoyed my time at both. Both schools had merits and both schools had advantages.
What private school did you go to?
TSS, Southport School.
What grades were you there for?
I was there in the junior school in the first year of senior.
So you did grade 8 there. And then you moved over to Corinda.
Yes.
You would have enjoyed the freedom at Corinda, don't you think?
Oh, well, there was girls in skirts.
You would have loved it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's coming from a private boys' school to a co-ed. You had to enjoy that.
Hey, Scotty, I'm just doing a live show. Can I ring you back? Oh, it won't be long. I'll ring you back. Yeah, no, you would have loved it. Corinda's, that's a good school.
Yeah. Oh, there's Rich Buddy. There you go, Sovereign. His dad owned 2 Fox theatres and a 3rd theatre in Hollywood in the 70s and 80s. Oh, well, he would have met Russ Meyer for sure.
Wow, this is amazing.
I met Russ Meyer.
Who is Russ Meyer? Just recap.
Russ Meyer, the greatest B-grade director in Hollywood history.
I see. Beautiful.
He made exploitation films.
I like sexploitation films.
Yep, he made both exploitation and sexploitation films.
They weren't pornographic or anything. It was just cheeky. They were cheeky done.
It was boob and bum and gags, and it was schoolboy smut. That's about as fancy. Yeah.
It was nothing that terrible. So you really suffered because of the VCR, is that right?
Well, the whole industry did.
So it actually really affected your dad?
It affected everyone who had a motion picture house.
So instead of having Mercedes, what did he buy then?
Oh, he didn't give that up. No, he had Holdens back then, so yeah.
Oh, I see. They had Holdens.
Oh, he had a Caprice.
Oh wow, that's not a Holden. That's a whole different kettle of fish. A Caprice.
No, his last Caprice had a 351 Chevy import motor in it, so you could buy them as an option at the time. So 5 litre was a standard 308 V8 in them, but you could get an option of the 351 Chevy Corvette engine. So it was a nice car.
Wow. I see. So you can remember the VCR as a kid. That really killed the industry.
Oh, they were massive. You could basically barely carry. The first VCRs that came in, they were huge. So you couldn't even sit them on.
How did you guys recover from that? Tell me this.
Oh, well, every industry recovered. It's like a pendulum. Home entertainment all the time. Black and white TV came out. The pendulum swings towards, then it swings back the other way. People get sick of it. Colour TV comes out. People realise that colour doesn't make a bad picture good. Pendulum swings back the other way. VCRs come out, pendulum swings back the other way again. DVDs come out, plasma TVs come out, pay TV comes out. The pendulum always swings towards home entertainment and then swings
Yeah, but there's
back
nothing like
towards...
going to a theatre with a big screen, don't you think?
Well, that's true, but this time the pendulum can't swing because of the government mandated closure worldwide.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this show up. Thank you so much there for coming on. We'll see you tomorrow. Just hang on there, Sovereign.
Exactly.
I'm just going to...
Thanks for all the fisters. Good on you, lads. Keep fisting.
Thank you so